Hey guys. Oh, it's facing the wrong direction. Shoot, hold on. Hey guys. How are you? Oh, I'm tired. I'm gonna hurry and share this link over on our Instagram page, so sorry I'm ignoring you for just a second. Wow. Okay, just a minute. Multitasking here. Also, my baby could wake up any second, so I might have to go get him. Alrighty, going to YouTube, finding the link. Come on. Oh, there it is. There I am, next to my Yoga with Adriene video. Do you guys do Yoga with Adriene? It's the best. Share. I have to make this face so that I can take a screenshot of it. Very important. Now if you go to our Instagram page, you'll see that face that I just made in our story. Guys, I don't know what's going on the past couple days, but my eyes are so tired. Don't touch your eyes, everyone. Don't do what I just did. Okay, almost got the link up. Sorry, I'm a little rusty on the live vibe. It's been so long since I did one. Swipe up to join the live. Also, I'm gonna post I wonder if I can still do that. I don't know if I can edit the video, but I might be able to edit it and post the link to a Google form where you can post your questions so that I make sure I see them all. Because when they're in comments, I try to look through the comment questions, but sometimes it's hard when they're all being scrolled past. Okay, let me see if I can update that, and then I will go and look at what you guys have already posted. I'm logged into like 7 different YouTube accounts on my device. It's cool. Okay, I don't think I can edit it. Ooh, maybe I can. Ask your questions here. Let's see if this works. I'm posting the Google form link, which I now have to go find that. I was not very prepared. You guys are like, it's fine, we're used to it. Whenever Camrey does the live, it takes like 10 minutes to actually get going, because I'm always trying to figure stuff out. Okay. Okay. Paste. Okay, tell me if the link posted in the description for the Google form. And I will start reading through some of these comments real quick. And we're just doing a Q&A today. I don't have anything like exciting going on because I'm just at home. And I didn't want to plan an activity because chances are I'll have to interrupt this Q&A to go get my baby. So we're just doing a nice little chit chat. And where did the chat go though? Oh, there it is. All right, here I go. Scrolling up. Thank you. I cut my own bangs in quarantine because it's 2020, you know? And there are acting jobs happening right now, but I'm not auditioning for any of them because I'm being like extra cautious because I've got a new baby, so I don't want to take any chances. So for a long time I didn't cut bangs because I was like, well, what if they're terrible? And sometimes they're a little crazy, but it's okay. I like them overall. They're fun. I was afraid to cut them though because I was like, what if they're terrible and I have to try to do all these auditions and stuff and wait for them to grow out. But I was like, dude, I'm gonna be stuck in my house probably for at least a couple more months before I'm like out auditioning for stuff. So now's the time to cut bangs, and I'm glad I did. Ari came over, and I have these glass doors that she came and sat behind, and then I sat on the outside of them. I sat like out here. She sat in there, and she helped coach me on how to cut my bangs. It was great. Okay, will we be posting a new Hamilton video this Friday? I think so. I'm pretty sure I'm supposed to know this stuff because I run the Instagram. If I remember correctly, we are posting one on Friday, but I could be wrong. And it's gonna be good because Yahosh is in it, and Yahosh is so good. Scrolling down through comments. My baby is good. He's so cute, you guys, and he's like the happiest baby, except for probably now that I've said that, he'll be fussing as soon as he wakes up when you all see him, if you all see him. Maybe he'll sleep the whole time. But he, I think, is one of the happiest babies to ever exist, which is really good because I'm stuck at home with him all day long. So if he was a grumpy baby, then I would be in big trouble. Can you do Burn as Eliza for a music video? Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. I love that song, personally. It's intimidating to me to do a video, and also Eliza's supposed to be like 40 in it. So, we'll see. Why can't we touch our eyes? They just tell you not to because it's a way that you can spread disease. So if you're trying to avoid getting corona, you're not supposed to touch your eyes. But there's a pretty low chance that I have corona or have been exposed to it because I never go anywhere. So I'm not saying that I should touch my eyes. Probably none of us should ever touch our eyes. But okay, so we did contact our winner for Sing for a Switch competition. It is, what is her username? I want to say Melania Pedjico. If you go look on our post, you'll see who it was. It's the person who commented a bajillion times. So they won the Switch. Congratulations. We'll be shipping that up to them soon. Thank you for everyone who entered. And we'll be doing probably some more giveaways. We also have something fun coming up on our Patreon page. I'm going to talk about it in a minute. So help me remember to talk about Patreon. Because I think this activity that we've got coming up, I'm excited about. I need to figure out all the details, but I think it's going to be really fun. Okay. Can you see my baby? If my baby wakes up during the live, then sure. If not, then I'm not going to wake him up for you guys. So he's napping right now. If you want to see him, though, you can check my Instagram at Camrey Bagley Fox. I post pictures of him. Okay, I'm going to move over to the Google form. If you have questions, ask them in the link. That's, I don't know why I pointed up here. It's down here. It's in the description. So if I didn't get to your question in the comments, feel free to post it again in the form. I might go back to the comments at the end of the video, but I want to make sure that these questions get addressed. Goodness, I'm a little lost on my iPad. Okay. Rue, do you want to come up here? We have Rue joining us. Hi, honey. Sweet girl. I love her. All right, here are our questions. The first one is, why did you want to have a baby? I've always wanted to have a baby. I don't know. I came from a big family, as you guys know. I've always been kind of the mom of the family. I mean, besides my mom, you know, but I'm a motherly person. So I've always known that I wanted to have kids. I kind of already want to have another one. Obviously, I'm not going to get pregnant right now. My body's still recovering. But I want to have a handful of kids. So I didn't have one right away. My husband and I have been married for 5 years, so I definitely wasn't ready like as soon as we got married, but I've always known that I wanted to have a baby because I want to have a not necessarily a huge family, but a decent sized family. What was your worst onstage mishap or one that you have seen? The worst one that I've seen, which probably everyone has seen, was on a YouTube video, so that doesn't really count. But it's the Peter Pan gone wrong. You should watch it. I'm not going to tell you what happens because it's going to be funnier if you just go watch it. Probably my worst onstage mishap. I always forget about this one because it wasn't in a play. It was during a dance performance. But I fell on my face twice, if I remember correctly. And I was always at the front of the stage because I'm short. So we were doing like these kicks, and I just biffed it straight on my face and just like hopped back up and kicked again. And then I think I fell a second time. I could be lying to you, but if my memory serves me, I fell on my face twice in one dance number in front of everyone. Favorite color? My favorite color is orange. I love it. There's like no, oh, there is some orange. You can see if you look back there, my little towel. Orange is it's just such a happy color. It's lovely. Do I enjoy being a mom? Yes, I love it. It's the very best. It's hard, but my baby's really easy. So it's not that hard for me. I know it can be really hard for other people. And the beginning was very hard because you're dealing with all these hormones and you're dealing with recovering from giving birth, which is intense. But I absolutely love it. It's super fun. What is the coolest part of working with lemons? Okay, this is a 3-part question. The first one is, what is the coolest part of working with lemons? 2 things, probably. I love working with my family, which I haven't done in so long because I'm staying inside. So I haven't really been working with them lately. It's depressing. It's the worst part of this quarantine. So that's the first part that's awesome about working with lemons. The second part is just like being able to bring our creative visions to life. And we've only done a fraction of what we want to do eventually. So eventually we want to be making like series and films and things like that, and turning our favorite books into movies and doing really, really cool stuff like that. Also, I just started reading this book that my good friend gave me. It's called The Language of Thorns. So far, it's really cool. It's like kind of dark fairy tales, and I now want to turn them into a mini-series. So go read it and then tell us if we should make one and if we should do a crowdfund for it. Crowdfunds are exhausting, you guys. They're so hard. Okay, I think I'm going, oh dear. I think I'm going backwards because they're popping up the other way. I'm gonna start from the bottom now. What was my first pet? My first pet was a cat named Stripes that my mom did not want, but that we let into the house one day, and then the cat stayed, and I was very happy. And then Rue. Oh, and we had a bunch of fish. Those didn't really count. That was probably actually my first pet, but I don't remember any of them, so. And then when I was in 6th grade, guys, I asked my parents for a dog my entire life until I was 20, and they finally got me one. But they would not get me a dog before that. But in 6th grade, my mom decided to get me a hamster that would break out of her cage and run all over the house, which was not desirable. Oh, I hear a baby. Let's see if he's actually awake. Do I like playing Elsa or Eliza more? Eliza. Elsa's cool, and especially in Frozen 2, she's cooler than she was in Frozen 1. But I don't know. I think I like looking like myself a little more. And Eliza's, is that true? I was gonna say Eliza's songs are easier for me to sing. That's probably true, because I do not have an Indian Menzel voice. Really, I have like a Julie Andrews golden age voice, but nobody does shows like that, so I don't get to sing the stuff that my voice actually wants to sing, because modern musicals don't cater to that. Oh, Okay. Oh, shoot. I'm getting so lost. What's happening? Guys, these questions are just like exploding. I'm sorry. I'll try to get to all of them. Do you guys enjoy fan mail? Yes, and I have a bunch of letters sitting in a box over there that I need to reply to because that's my job. So if you sent us fan mail, hopefully I'll be getting back to you soon. I need to buy more envelopes. It's super fun. Favorite song you've done a cover of? It totally changes. One that I've been loving lately is our Dead Mom cover. It's so good. If you haven't watched our Dead Mom video, it's maybe the best video we've done. Ari kills it as Lydia, and the cinematography is great, which is funny because Robbie filmed it himself. Not that Robbie's like terrible, but he's not our go-to cinematographer. But it's just a beautiful video. Yes, I had the baby. I just saw a comment. If you want to ask questions, go to the link in the description to make sure that I see them. But someone said, did you have the baby? Yes. Thank goodness there's not a baby still in my belly because it's been a year since I got pregnant. What musical do you want to do next? We have some ideas. I think it'd be fun to do some Into the Woods. There's a musical that I really love lately, which is called Daddy Longlegs. It's very charming. I think that would be fun, but nobody knows about that one. I'd also love to do She Loves Me someday. That would be fun. Oh my gosh. I'm so sorry. These questions, they're not coming in any organized manner. Opinions on the Hamill film, and Attempt to Wrap Guns and Chips. I loved the filmed version of Hamilton. I cried. It was beautiful, very powerful. I'm taking this horse by the reins, making redcoats red with blood stains. Lafayette, and I'm never gonna stop until I make a drop and burn up and scatter their remains. And watch me escape and nope. Watch me enrage and escape and I lost my spot. I go to France for more funds. I come back with more guns and ships, and so the balance shifts. Okay, so that was kind of terrible, but there you go. Why was I named Camrey? It's not a very interesting story. My mom just heard the name and liked it, so that's why I'm named Camrey. What's it like having a new baby during COVID? It's hard. It's tough because, like, most of my family, only my parents have held my baby, and they've only held him, I think my mom has come and watched him twice, and everyone else has held him once. So that's tough. It's really hard. I wouldn't wish it on anyone, because we're just trying to keep him extra safe. And so, like, my siblings haven't held him. They've come and met him through windows and stuff, but I would like COVID to go away so that they can hold my baby before he's 4 years old. Just kidding. I'm sure they will be able to hold him before that. I'm being dramatic, but yeah, it's been kind of tough. Why do you want? I answered that one. Okay. Are you close with all of your siblings? Yes, very close. I love them. I miss them. Yeah, I love our family. They're so fun. How have you been doing since you had the baby? Good, good. Yeah, I'm good. The first couple weeks were a little rough because my delivery was a little rough, so my body had to recover. And by the first couple weeks, I mean like the first couple months. But I'm good now. I feel good, and it was good anyway. It was still like such a happy, wonderful time. How's it going with you and your baby? I've kind of answered that. It's good. Baby's good. We're great. Who in your family enjoys acting or singing the most? That's probably kind of impossible to answer, but if I had to guess, like the person who maybe has their soul filled the most by it is Anson, maybe. He sings like constantly at home. I did major in musical theater, so I do love singing and acting more than singing. Everyone in our family obviously loves it, but probably me or Anson the most, or Ari. The difference is I think that Anson like is primarily interested in acting and singing, where I also find a lot of fulfillment in like planning the creative side of videos and designing costumes and things like that. So, I don't know. Skipping baby questions because I've already answered them. My favorite musical soundtrack, that's impossible. Lately I said I've been listening to Daddy Long Legs, which is fun. I've also just been trying to find music that's not musicals because it's been a long time since I listened to normal people music. Someone just said they also had babies. Twin girls, cute. How exciting. Babies are the best. I have a bunch of friends from high school that all had babies kind of at the same time as me, so it's been really fun. We've got to like message back and forth. Okay. Favorite Dear Evan Hansen song? Guys, I've only listened to the full Dear Evan Hansen soundtrack once. Oh, sorry, I'm a fake musical theater fan. I'm not really, but I've only listened to the full soundtrack once. But I love You Will Be Found. I think it's really powerful. That's probably my favorite one. Favorite Waitress song? Probably When He Sees Me. It's so fun. I keep saying things are so fun because they are. Not a question, but on the live, can you sing part of part of When He Sees Me from Waitress and part of Waving Through a Window from Dear Evan Hansen? We'll come back to that. If you go way, way back, actually, I don't know if that's posted anywhere. I did sing When He Sees Me somewhere. Okay, here's a question. And I don't know if it will actually determine our decision if we ever make these videos, but if we ever do Waitress, Ari and I are curious, because we've thought of it both ways. We've thought that I could play Dawn and she could play Jenna, or that I could play Jenna and she could play Dawn. So technically I'm older than Ari, and also technically I usually lend myself more easily to like dramatic things, but obviously Ari can totally do that, as you've seen in the videos. Just like our typecast is Ari usually gets more typecast in the comedic roles, I get more typecast in the dramatic roles. So, how would you cast it? Would you cast me as Jenna and Ari as Dawn, or Ari as Jenna and me as Dawn? Let me know. It may or may not have an impact on it if we ever do those videos. I guess I'll just sing a line real quick. I just forgot the whole song. I just forgot When He Sees Me. I stick with real things, usually facts and figures. When information's in its place, I minimize the guessing game. Guess what? I don't like guessing games or when I feel things before I know the feeling. How am I supposed to operate if I'm just tossed around by fate? Like on an unexpected date. There you go. Learn to slam on the brakes before I even turn the key, before I make a mistake, before I lead with the worst of me. There's Waving Through a Window. How's your family doing today? I don't know. My little family that lives in this house is doing great. My husband's at work. Steven's sleeping. The rest of my family, probably good. I haven't seen them today, so I don't know. Oh, I have to go faster. These questions, there are so many questions. When will y'all do congratulations? I don't know. Maybe never, maybe someday. We'll see. The thing is, congratulations, while it would be fun to do, as I've said on a lot of videos, the songs that we choose to do are largely impacted by what we can expect to get views. Obviously, we want to do songs because we want to do them. But in order for our channel to keep going and to keep making revenue, people have to watch our stuff. So we kind of have to determine the songs that we do based on what people will search. And not a lot of people are going to search congratulations because they don't know it exists. Also, I'm sorry if you see long hairs on my couch. I'm going through the postpartum hair loss phase, and my hair is everywhere. I actually usually wear it in braids so that it falls out less, but I'm letting it down today. Okay, if you could start over, would you change anything? If so, what? No, I don't think so. That's a big question. Would you change anything? And we've had some hard stuff in my family's life, but I wouldn't change it because it's made us who we are today. It's strengthened us and brought us closer together. So What's the best way to start a repertoire? Do you mean like, I don't know what that really means. Like a resume? You want experience? If that's the case, just start auditioning for whatever you can. Have you seen your family since quarantine or since you had your baby? I've seen them. I haven't touched them. And mostly I've seen them through a window. I did go to my first socially distanced family gathering for Ernest's 50th birthday. So they set up a little table away from everyone else, and I brought my stroller, and me and Steven just sat. Jeremy was at work, so he didn't come. And we chatted with my family from a distance. So I did actually go to that thing, but I just can't wait to give them all a big hug someday, hopefully soon. Any tips for stage fright? It's gonna happen. The more you perform, the less it will happen. And also, the more you can get in touch with your character and try to not think about the audience, the better. So if you can get into the scene more, get more engaged acting-wise, then you're not going to be as concerned about your audience. And just more rehearsal helps with stage fright. But it happens to everyone. I mean, maybe not everyone. It happens to me. It happens to my family. What is your favorite book? Too many. I love the Harry Potter series. I love it. It's so good. We also just read the Mistborn series, my husband and I, and that was really good. I'm currently reading The Language of Thorns. That one's fun. I'm also listening to I Am Malala, which is really good so far. I really like Pride and Prejudice. I really love Ella Enchanted. I love the Goose Girl series. So there are, if you ever want book recommendations, just let me know, because I've got a bunch. Also the Amelia Peabody series. Books are great, you guys. How dare you, someone says. That's their question. Sorry. Your favorite things to do in the morning. On a good morning, I love mornings when I wake up feeling or do my physical therapy exercises for my crippled shoulders. Okay. Moving to Utah. Any advice? Go hiking. We've got lots of great hikes here. Oh. My friend Amanda asked the question, how dare you? I love her. Go hiking and try not to be too weirded out by Utah's weird culture. Not that it's like super weird, but if you are not LDS, or even if you are LDS, it can be a little overwhelming to be moving into this intensely LDS community. I love it. It's great. I'm LDS. But just be aware that there are some weird things that come with that. So, how old is your son? He's just a couple months old. Whoa. Did you guys see it get darker in here? Am I crazy, or did the lights just flicker? You just joined Patreon! Yay! Someone just joined Patreon. That's great. You're painting. I just saw someone's comment. They're painting. You should paint a picture of my dog. Rue. She's a black dog, though, so it's kind of hard to paint black things because you can't, like, show the features as easily. I don't know. I'm not an artist. Maybe that's easier than I think. Do you enjoy being Elsa? Yeah, it's fun. I don't like getting ready for Elsa. What the heck? I feel like my power maybe just like, oh, the clocks are still on. Google's listening in. Can you do Who Lives, Who Dies, Who Tells Your Story or Quiet Uptown? We would love to do both of those. Both of those require kind of a lot of cast and location, so we for sure won't be doing those during the pandemic. Maybe someday we will. Hi, Connie. Why are you a big nerd? Because being a big nerd is the best. It's so fun. Don't be too cool, you guys. Don't be too cool. Being too cool is boring. You want to be able to be dorky and nerd out about things. Life's more fun that way. Can you do another supercut? Yeah, I think we probably will. I think that it was super fun to do our last supercut. So super, super, super. I definitely think we will in the future. Do you have any advice for beginning performers? Be patient. You're going to experience a lot of rejection. That's like the first thing that I tell everyone, which sounds depressing, but it's just true. You need to learn to not get discouraged when you don't get cast in things, because even the very best of performers who have been performing for years only get cast in like a fraction of what they auditioned for. So don't worry about it if you don't get cast in everything, or if you don't get the roles that you want. Just keep trying, keep working hard, and if you are a hard worker, then you'll keep getting cast in things eventually. How long does it typically take to make the music videos? It totally depends. So, like, Elsa stuff always takes a long time because we need, like, special locations. We have to record the song. I mean, we record all the songs in advance. But typically, like, the Elsa videos will take a couple days of filming because we'll film part of it on location, and then because of the magic, we sometimes have to film part of it in a green screen studio, and then it takes, like, days, weeks for our VFX guy to get the effects in and to get feedback and then change things. And so those videos take a long time, but other videos we can do in a day. So it just totally depends on the video. Another person joined Patreon, or maybe it's the same person. I'm thrilled either way. Dream role? I'd love to play Amalia in She Loves Me. I would love to play, in the film world, I would love to play Amelia Peabody in 10 years when my family makes it the series. That's my dream. Are you a soprano or an alto? I'm a soprano. I can sing alto stuff, but my soprano range is definitely where I'm happiest. Dream acting role, that's kind of, I just covered that. Another one is Jerusha Abbott in Daddy Longlegs would be fun. Jerusha Abbott. Where are you from? I'm from Utah, but I was born in Georgia. Okay, answered that, answered that. What have I been doing to stay sane? Oh, I don't know. Some days I'm not sane. Some days I spiral into insanity and thinking that the world is ending, and then I tell Jeremy that we need to plan something fun. The problem is that I'm like mostly happy being home, even not during a pandemic. I just stay home a lot and hang out with Jeremy, so that's great. But after doing that for months and months and months like we've been doing, I definitely hit a wall sometimes. So we'll do like campfires in our backyard. I've started playing Breath of the Wild, which is really fun. Guys, if you haven't played Breath of the Wild, it's fun. And I'm not usually like a Zelda gamer person, but I've been playing with my husband. I mean, I've been playing. Jeremy just sits next to me. But it's very fun. So I guess those are the things I'm doing to stay sane. I try to call my family and keep in touch with people, or I'll have people come and sit inside the glass room and chat with me, or I'll cut my bangs, you know? That's how you stay sane. Everyone cut your bangs! Cut your bangs 2020. It's a movement. What is my third favorite dinosaur? Definitely a brontosaurus. Is that a dinosaur? Is a brontosaurus a dinosaur? Probably a long neck, because I don't know any of the dinosaurs' names. I'm sure I'll learn them once Steven gets older. He already has a bunch of hand-me-down dinosaur toys that were Jeremy's. Favorite song, we already talked about that. I'm trying to skip through these quickly. When will you get the lemon sticker? Okay, so if you're a Patreon and you're waiting for your lemon sticker, I did mail some out kind of recently. So if your address was there a couple weeks ago, I can't remember when I did it. Basically, I try to mail the stickers out every month. I took a few months off when I had a baby. Hopefully I'll be mailing more out next month. So if you haven't had your lemon sticker yet, you should be getting it in like a month. My husband's about to walk in the door because he's on his lunch break. So I'm going to warn him that we're live. Sorry, I'm texting during a live. How rude. How can we send fan mail? If you go to our Instagram page, our address is listed, and you can send letters there. It's super fun. Favorite Harry Potter character? Probably Molly Weasley. I mean, I love Hermione. I always had a connection with her. I have the same birthday as Emma Watson, and my middle name is Jean, and I'm a nerd. So I like Hermione a lot, but I also love Molly. She's freaking awesome. Have I seen the musical Tuck Everlasting? Yes. Mia played Winnie Foster at our local theater, Hale Center Theater. It was the regional premiere of Tuck Everlasting, and she was brilliant. I cried. I'm a proud older sister, and I'm a crier. So literally, like, she hadn't spoken a single word, but the set turned around, and she was sitting on stage, and I just like started crying. But she was darling. So yes, I have seen Tuck Everlasting. It's beautiful. Are we Christians? Yes. Can you have me in a video? Maybe. A lot of people ask if they can audition for our videos. We usually cast our videos with just like our local friends and family. If we ever have open auditions, we post about them on our Facebook page. So follow us on Facebook at Working with Lemons. We don't do open auditions a ton, but if we do, that's where we'll post about it. So if you want to be in a video, make sure you're following us there. My first audition to be in a theater production. I've never been asked that question. That's a fun one. Well, I'm not going to count like little school, like elementary school productions. I think technically my very first audition was for Aladdin Jr. at my elementary school, and I was supposed to sing I Could Have Danced All Night. That's the song I prepared, but then I got too shy and I like didn't sing anything. But the first community theater thing I auditioned for with Robbie and my dad, and we auditioned for Seussical the Musical, and I sang It's a Hard Knock Life, which every kid sings for their audition songs. So if you're a kid, you shouldn't sing that song. Unless you kill it, whatever. If you want to sing it, sing it. But they might hear it 100 times. But we all got cast, so that was fun. That was before we knew anything about what we were doing. Favorite board game? I love the game Betrayal at the House on the Hill. It's fun, kind of a spooky feel. I also love the card game Perpetual Commotion, which is basically the same as Nerds or Wacky Six. Okay. How did you decide on the name Stephen Atticus? So Stephen is Jeremy's dad's name. It actually took me a while to warm up to the name Stephen. I have no problem with it, but I just like never pictured myself having a son named Stephen. But Jeremy really, really wanted to name our boy that. It's also Jeremy's middle name. So we decided that he would choose the first name, I would choose the second name. I love the name Atticus. I like it as a name, first of all, but also I love To Kill a Mockingbird, so that doesn't hurt because Atticus Finch. So, and Stephen Atticus Fox just sounds freaking awesome. I really like our baby name. It actually worries me a little bit because when we have another kid, I just don't think we're going to be able to come up with a name that's as good. And that's okay, I guess. But my first musical was Seussical the Musical, and I played a Who. Do I have any pets? Sure do. Here's Rue. Oh, sorry, did I wake you up? She's so cute. Oh, Connie just reminded me about the Patreon thing. Okay. You guys are the first to hear about this. Really, our Patreon should be the very first to hear about this, but I'm going to tell you about it. So, we're planning on doing a kind of thing where, I don't know what it's called. It's just you're going to help vote on one of the next videos that we do if you are a patron on our Patreon page. So, to be a patron, you go to patreon.com/workingwithlemons. And you definitely don't have to do that. You can support us just by watching our videos and sharing with people. That's totally fine. There's no pressure to become a patron. But for those who are on our Patreon page, we want to do something special for them. And so we're going to let you vote on our next music video. Or maybe not our next one, but one that we'll do soon. So, oh, my husband's locked out. Hold on, let me go let him in. Have you heard Taylor Swift's new album, Folklore? I started listening to it. I think I've technically heard the whole thing, but I wasn't really paying attention. Hi, Jeremy. You're live.
Live?
Yep.
No.
Can you sing opera? Ah! There you go. Actually, my voice teacher wanted me to join the opera program at the University of Utah because I never wanted to be an opera singer, but my voice actually likes opera / classical music. So there you go. How long have I been married? 5 years, Jeremy. Woo! Also, someone said, can you give me a shout out? But I don't know who wrote this comment. So shout out to whoever wrote that question. Can you do a Quiet Uptown? I already answered that one. Sorry, I'm skipping through these to find one I haven't answered yet. Do I work any other job besides acting? I mean, technically, working with Lemons, I do a lot more than just acting on that channel. So that's my main job. Sometimes I do acting for that, but a lot of times I just am running social media, running Patreon, planning videos. I also teach acting lessons. Right now I'm teaching them online, so not in person, but I have several students that I coach, and I love doing that. So I guess that's not me acting, but it's related to acting. So pretty much every job I do is related to acting in some way. Favorite Hamilton character? The one I connect to the most is Eliza, but I love Thomas Jefferson and also Lafayette. Sometimes my iPad freezes. There we go. Who is your favorite actor / actress? I really like Emily Blunt. I think she's brilliant, and I've liked her. Like, I just think she's really good because she's kind of a chameleon. She's not just the same in every single movie she does. When you watch her early stuff, it's like you didn't realize who this person was. And then you're like, wait a second, that lady was in all these other things, and I didn't realize it was the same person. So I think she's great.
Not Meryl Streep?
I think Meryl Streep is great too, but I like Emily Blunt more. I mean, you can't complain about Meryl. She's great. But I also really like Helen Mirren and Saoirse Ronan. Have you heard of Anne of Green Gables, the musical? It's really good. I have not, but actually, no, I have. Maybe I have. I know there's like a ballet. Mia should do that. She loves Anne of Green Gables. Okay. Peggy, Angelica, or Eliza, who's your favorite? Eliza. And not just because I play her. She's just the actual best. The live keeps lagging. I'm so sorry. I don't know how to help that. Actually, I maybe do know how to help that. I can prioritize my phone's internet. Oh, shoot. Just kidding. I can't. I don't remember my password. Come on. Read this and say it out loud. There you go. What was the last video I filmed for Working with Lemons? I don't remember. No idea. Probably Our House or something. Can you do songs from Anne of Green Gables the musical? We'll have to look into it because that would be fun. Okay, a Hamilton supercut? That would be fun. Someone just suggested that. Will you be doing any other Frozen content? Probably not. I think we've done most of the songs we want to do. There's a chance we could do a real-life version of Some Things Never Change in the spring. But we did the supercut, so I don't know if we'll do a real-life one. There's so many people that ask my favorite Hamilton character. What was your favorite onstage performance? When I was in college, a lot of you have heard this story, I did a performance of a play called Mockingbird, and I played an 11-year-old girl who has autism, and it was just a really, really beautiful script and a powerful show, so I really liked doing that one. I have not seen Full House or Fuller House. Do you have any suggestions for people who are newer to singing and for when they get nervous and mess up on stage? Just keep practicing. Just keep doing it. I only recently have become more comfortable with singing, believe it or not. It's kind of funny to me that I make a part of my livelihood by singing for other people online, because I never considered myself as the strongest singer. I still don't consider myself as like the strongest singer, but I got super nervous. I still get nervous when I audition for singing stuff, but just the more you do it, the easier it gets. My favorite memory with working with Lemons. Possibly, we had a guy that flew us out to Texas to do a little performance at his house. So that was really fun because we got to take a trip with my family and some of our friends like the Bonners and Corey and our friend Kurt. And we got to go perform. That was really fun. How old was I when I started theater? I was 11 when I did my first show. Right? 11? Was I 12? I think I was 11. How old are you when you're done with 5th grade? That was when I did it. It was the summer after 5th grade, I think. Would you guys ever consider doing Tech Everlasting videos? Absolutely. But we would just have to make sure we had the budget for it, because those videos probably wouldn't be super popular. They're beautiful videos, but people don't search them very often. Okay. I'm not gonna sing Phantom of the Opera for you. Think of me fondly when we've said goodbye. There you go. That's all you get. That stuff is hard, y'all. I sing it at home regularly, but I don't want to sing it and try to make it sound good on a live. Okay, I'm almost to the end of the questions. Hi, Ella. My favorite thing about being in a big family is it's just fun. They're just people to hang out with and do stuff with. It's a party. Okay. My favorite male actor is probably Benedict Cumberbatch. I have a crush on him. He's brilliant. Over Alan Rickman? Yeah, I love Alan Rickman too, but Benedict Cumberbatch is probably my favorite. Hi, Kinley Chapa, if that's how you say your last name. Have I ever had to dye my hair for a show? Nope. Musical Ghost Quartet. I'm familiar with the Musical Ghost, but I don't know the quartet, so I'm not that familiar with it. I just know of the Musical Ghost. How much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck... this isn't the saying that I know. How much wood can a woodchuck chuck? Could a woodchuck chuck? When is the next episode of Our House coming out? Your girl's desperate. I'm so sorry. We just had a meeting about this. My mom's working on a script. She's working on a couple scripts, actually. We just put it on pause for a second because we had the opportunity to film a couple of the Hamilton videos, and those have been more popular, so we stopped and did that for a little bit. But I promise we are going to do more Our House. Also, I think Steven's going to sleep through his whole life, so sorry about it. You can go look at my Instagram if you want to see him. Favorite Disney live-action remake? I don't know. I like the originals better pretty much across the board. The animated's just better. Do I have a favorite Disney live-action remake, Jeremy?
Maybe Lion King?
Yeah, Lion King was alright, but it's still just like not even close to as good as the animated.
You just lose a lot when animals can't emote like humans.
Yeah. Who is the strongest singer in your family? It totally depends on what you're doing. Jeremy says he's the strongest singer. Sing for us, Jeremy.
Never.
I kind of think that, like, based on just pure natural ability, Anson might be. But if you go off of like a trained voice, I have a lot of years in singing training. So if it's like a classical song, I'd say that that's going to be my strength. If it's a belt thing, you're going to want Ari to do it. So just depends. How did Working with Lemons start? Back in 2014, Frozen was released, and actually I think it was released in 2013. But back in 2014, we made a Do You Want to Build a Snowman video because Mia looks just like little Anna, and then it went viral. So that's how we started. What is everyone in your family's vocal ranges? I mean, I don't know their like exact range of notes, but let's see. Jordan and Nathan and Taylor sing, but they don't like sing, so I don't really know what their ranges are. My guess is they all have kind of medium ranges, although Nathan's voice has dropped, so I don't know. It's probably a bass now. Mia, I would say, is most comfortable in the mezzo range. Ari has her strength in the alto mezzo range. I'm more comfortable in the soprano range. Robbie and Porter and Anson. Actually, Anson can sing pretty low, if I remember right.
Yeah, he's probably baritone.
Yeah, I think Anson's a baritone. I think actually Robbie and Porter are baritones as well. They can do tenor stuff, but I think they're happiest in the baritone range. And Jeremy's a bass. Which sibling are you closest to? That kind of depends. I think the person that I chat with the most right now is Ari, but also it just depends on the phase of life. Like during high school, Taylor and I were super close. We're still close, but we like went to school together and shared a room. Robbie and I are really close because we work together. So it just depends on the situation, but I probably chat with Ari the most. Do you feel happy about spending time with family? Yes. I love spending time with family. I miss it. I've said that like 10 times on this live already. Have I ever felt bored about your life routine? I mean, not typically, but during this pandemic, yes. Jeremy can attest to that. I'll go a few weeks and then I'm like, I'm losing my mind, Jeremy. We have to do something besides me just going through my motions of the day. Okay, what kind of natural disasters happen in Utah? Well, Utah has always been known as a place that like could have a lot of earthquakes, but I'd never experienced one until we were on lockdown this year, and I was, 9 months pregnant, and we had an earthquake, which that was exciting. We weren't in the heart of the earthquake, it was in Salt Lake City, but we felt it enough that it woke us up and our lights were shaking in the house. So, earthquakes. That's what happens in Utah. Do you learn songs from music or by ear? Both. Typically by ear the most, but I can plunk out the notes on a piano. Favorite book to movie adaptation? Ooh, that's a good question. I think the Lord of the Rings movies are good. I think they're really well done. I think the BBC, my favorite is probably the BBC or the A&E Pride and Prejudice with Colin Firth. I think it's a great adaptation. The Harry Potter movies are fun, but they don't do justice to the books. They're just like a fun dose of Harry Potter if you need it quickly. Okay, we've got about 5 more minutes, so I'm trying to get through. Can you do season 3 of Our House?
Someone left toast.
We'll see. Oh yeah, I'll toast that some more later and eat it. Are you leaving?
I am.
Goodbye.
Farewell, live.
I love you. He hates me. We might do season 3. I don't know. We'll see. If you want a fun season 3, then we will totally do season 3. It's just kind of a lot of work, and it doesn't bring in regress, which is okay. That's not why we do it. We do it for... Uh-oh. I've frozen. There we go. Sorry. I just shook the camera back and forth. We do it, but currently we don't make anything off of it. You guys should take a break from Hamilton. We might someday. My favorite musical instrument? I love the sound of a violin. My mom plays the violin. It's lovely. Basically any string instruments I think are beautiful. Favorite outside activity? Hiking. I think hiking's really fun. I need to do it. I haven't because I have a baby now and we don't have like an outdoor stroller and I have bad shoulders. So I feel like carrying my baby on a hike would be a bad idea. And Jeremy has bad shoulders too, so we're kind of in trouble. There's a Dear Evan Hansen movie? What? Someone just said, are you excited for the Dear Evan Hansen movie? Any advice for actors who want more dance experience? Take a dance class. That sounds like very simple, but it kind of is. Check your local resources, sign up for a dance class. Have you ever written an original song? No. Oh, yeah. When I was in 6th grade or 5th grade or 4th grade, my friends and I wrote a song called Smelly Shoe, and it was brilliant. My favorite type of dance is tap dance. Guys, I love tap dancing. It's so freaking fun. Okay. Ever felt that algebra is scary? Yes, but algebra is probably my favorite kind of math. Oh, somebody asked earlier what my favorite school subject was, and I didn't answer. So I was kind of a math nerd. My mom majored in math, so I was blessed to have a live-in math tutor, basically. Algebra is definitely my favorite. I don't remember any math because the last time I took math was in 11th grade. I took AP Calculus. So, geometry was harder for me. But I couldn't help you with your math now because it's not like riding a bike. Math goes away if you don't use it. Oh my gosh, I just got 4 more questions. Can you draw? Yeah. I'm not like a brilliant artist, but I like doing art. If you look here, turning the camera around, I've done all these paintings that are on my bookshelf. Most of them I copied off of something that I saw on Pinterest. Oops. Hey, I think my baby's awake. What did I just do? Oh, shoot. Okay. Oh, gosh. How does the education system work in America? I don't know how to describe it. You go to elementary school, and then you go to middle school, and then you go to high school, and then you go to college. How long have I been dancing? So I don't really dance anymore. I danced I think I started dance when I was 8, and I danced consistently until I was 14, and then I stopped dance for a couple years so I could do theater in high school and just theater not in high school. So while doing theater, I also did dance, and I took some dance classes in high school. And then in college, I majored in musical theater, so I did dance a lot there too. So I've kind of danced consistently off and on from age 8 to age 21. But I haven't done dance for a long time. I haven't auditioned for a musical in a long time, so I miss it. Okay, I got through all the questions. I'm gonna really quick hop over to the video, scan through. It's 4:30, so I'm always surprised at how fast these lives go. I'm like, oh, it's gonna go slow if I'm not doing anything. My Harry Potter 5 and 6 books are out of order. Are they? Now I have to go check. Yeah, they are. Oh, thank you. How irritating. I didn't even notice. What's elementary? So elementary school is like when you start going when you're 5 years old and you go until you're 12 years old. And then middle school is either like 12 to 14 or 12 to 15. And then high school is like roughly 14 or 15 to 18, 17 or 18. Okay. think I've answered most of these. I'm just skimming. What sort of mental breakdown did you have? Oh, are you saying that because I cut bangs? You know, 2020 will do that to you. You have 18 siblings? Sorry, I'm just scanning through comments, so I'll be responding to random stuff, and then I'm gonna hop off. Peggy is so underrated. Correct. Oh, why are the comments disabled in the Working with Women's channel? YouTube. We don't have any control over that. So YouTube has disabled comments on a lot of family channels because people were being creepy in the comments. So they did it to protect the kids, which is good, but it's a bummer because we don't get to hear from you guys. Which is why we love when you come to the lives and chat with us, and when you come to our premieres for our videos, and when you talk to us on Instagram, since we don't get to hear your comments on our videos anymore. Okay, that's all for now, folks. Thanks for coming to the live. Sorry my baby slept the whole time, but also I'm not sorry because it made this live easier for me. I love you. I'll see you sometime again, or not. I mean, I'm sure I'll see you sometime again. I just don't know how soon it will be. Good luck with school. Now that school's starting back up, be safe, stay healthy. Bye. This is always the worst part when I have to figure out how to stop the live and not be completely awkward. When is the next live? We do lives every Wednesday, unless sometimes we'll bump into a different day in the week if we're like filming and want to go live during that. Typically every Wednesday at this same time. So come back next week. It might be me. It might be someone else. And I'm leaving the live now.